In this video, we will learn how to configure VLAN and to create NSE Group. Navigate to Configuration. All the configuration on the NSE 3000 is done through NSE Group. By default, none of the NSE Group is associated with the device. The first step is to go ahead and create a NSE Group. Enter the name for the NSE Group. Recommendation is to provide the NSE Group name with respect to the location. Select the scope as base infrastructure. By default, auto sync option will be enabled. This will help to automatically push the configuration changes to the NSE 3000. Navigate to management. If you are creating the NSE group for the first time, make sure you change the password. Click on update. Select the respective time zone. Click on save. Now let's go ahead and create new VLAN. Navigate to network. Click on add new for VLAN. Enter the VLAN ID you want to create. For example, here I am using the VLAN ID 100. I am using this for a specific employee. Provide the description. Provide the IP address and the subnet mask. Here I am using the IP address 192.168.100.1 and the subnet mask as 255.255.255.0. If you want the NSE to provide the DHCP IPs, make sure the DHCP mode is selected as DHCP server. Enter the starting IP address and the ending IP address of this particular pool. 168.100.50 to 192.168.100.150. The primary DNS of the scope should be pointing to the NSE itself, so the primary DNS should be 192.168.100.1. You can leave the secondary DNS blank, as NSE will only be doing the DNS query, so you can leave the secondary DNS blank. If you want to add a static IP entries, you can navigate to MAC binding, click on add new, enter the MAC address, enter the respective IP address. Make sure this IP address is not belonging to the scope that we created above. Enter the description to which click on add and add. So now we have successfully created a new network, that is 192.168.100.network with the VLAN ID 100. Now we have to associate this to a specific port. Select the port that you want this to be associated. Click on configure. Go ahead and add the allowed VLAN 100 here and click on update. Now we can see with respect to port 3, VLAN 100 is also allowed. Click on save. Once the NSE group is successfully saved, go back to the dashboard, navigate to configuration. Here we can see it is not associated with any of the NSE group. We will go ahead and select the newly created NSE group here and click on apply configuration. Earlier the sync status was not applicable. Once the configuration is pushed to NSE, we will be seeing the sync status as in sync. Thank you. In the upcoming video, we will learn in detail configuration of WAN, firewall rules, and more.